Greetings, everybody, and thank you for joining us on this week's edition of Crossroads Clubhouse Newsbeat. Bruce here, and I just want to say thank you to everybody for joining us today. Hey, just a big, huge shout out to River Raisin Clubhouse, who hosted this month's general meeting. A really nice clubhouse down in Monroe, Michigan. So glad that you guys invited all of our clubhouse colleagues from around the state to come and join you today. You should be really proud of that clubhouse. Hey, I know that our federal government has now signed the big beautiful bill into law, but that should not discourage you from continuing to do your advocacy work. We still have an opportunity to kind of shape what that looks like moving forward. Keep in mind that a lot of these things that they're hoping to put in process or put into law doesn't happen until 2026. So your voice still matters. Hey, I just want to say thank you to the CMH Association of Michigan. Alan Bolter and Robert Sheehan has worked on a really nice document that you all should see and review. It's called What Happens If the State Privatizes Mental Health? So it's a really great document, really simple to read, and it really articulates exactly what could happen in the event that the PIHP process for privatization goes through. So please make sure that you take a minute, review that, and understand it, and ask lots of questions. Now that we've covered all that, now let's see what's happening with upcoming events. Over to you.
Hi, it's Liz with your upcoming events for next week. Don't forget this Sunday the 13th is the View Fest at the Detroit Zoo. Get ready for a fun day of education and advocacy. Tuesday we have Let's Connect at 1:45. Wednesday the 14th we have Craft Club at 1:30 and Putt Golf at 3. The cost per person is $5. That's it for the event next week. Now let's check out the spotlight.
So, for today's spotlight, we're talking about how important it is to do our progress notes.
Why are they so important?
It's the most important thing we do here, even more important than the 37 standards.
How so?
Because the whole purpose of Crossroads is to help with your recovery. If you can't show that you've made progress towards your recovery, why do you come?
But it's so boring.
It's not that hard.
What if I can't concentrate on them?
I know that feeling sometimes. Sometimes I have to work with staff because sometimes I have a hard time concentrating too.
They'd be willing to help and offer aid?
Always.
What if I feel overwhelmed because I have so many to catch up on?
That's why you do them every week. If you do them once every week like me, you only have one to do each week. It's a lot less overwhelming.
Alright. I think I'll start keeping up on them.
Sounds like a good idea.
Alrighty.
Hi, it's Carrie with your weather for next week. On Monday, we have a high of 89 degrees with clouds in the morning that gives way to partly sunny skies. On Tuesday, we have a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 90. Wednesday, we still see that sun and clouds mix with a high of 87. Thursday, we have a high of 87 with intervals of clouds and sun. Friday, we have partly cloudy skies with a high of 88. Overall, it will be a warm summer week, but it looks like no rain. Now let's see what's for lunch next week.
Hi Crossroads, it's Daniel here with your lunch menu for next week. On Monday we have veggie casserole. On Tuesday we have Big Mac wraps with fries. On Wednesday we have burgers and dill potato salad. Thursday we have tuna sandwiches. And Friday is leftovers, of course. Now let's check out the standard of the week.
Hey Clubhouse, you got Sam and Morgan here with your standard of the week. Today's standard is number 32. What's number 32, Morgan?
The Clubhouse has social rec programs during evenings, weekends, holidays. Celebrate on actual day. They are observed.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about our social rec programs. So we do really good at meeting the best practice standards for clubhouses in that we have at least one social rec a week that's after the work order day, one weekend activity per month, and all holidays. So what has been tell me about one of your favorite social rec trips we've done.
Going to the zoo.
Oh, did we go to the zoo? We went to the zoo last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going again this Sunday.
We are going on Sunday. So what else? What other like exciting social recs? What's your favorite thing that we do?
Went to Toledo, Ohio.
Okay, so we did go to Toledo for the eclipse last year, and it was an incredible experience. I think everyone had a lot of fun. Tell me about the fact that we're open on holidays. So why is it important to you that we're open on Thanksgiving and Christmas?
Other people doesn't have family that are alive or don't have that live out of state.
Yeah, the holidays can be a really hard time for people who don't have a lot of natural support in their life. So if you've got no one to celebrate with, it can be a really difficult time. So we are open Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving mornings. We get together, we have a little brunch. It's nice to be around other people, celebrate, and gives it kind of that family feel, doesn't it? Yeah, I really like coming here on holidays. What is something that you're looking forward to in our social recs?
Going to the beach.
Ooh, that's a good one too. Beach days are good. We do a lot of social recs in-house. We also do a lot out in the community. We try to do things that are inexpensive, or we do a shared cost where we pay part of it too, so that people are able to go and experience things they might not otherwise be able to. And we have a 15-person passenger van, so we can take people wherever we want, right?
Yeah.
All right, well that's standard number 32, and we'll see you next week, right?
Yeah.
Bye!
Bye!
Hello there, it's Paulette with your word of the week. Today's word of the week is sumptuous. Sumptuous is an adjective that means very fancy, elaborate, or luxurious in a way that appears expensive. Used in a sentence, Bruce may sometimes appear to lead a sumptuous life, but in reality, he's just a good old southern country bumpkin. That's all we have for today. Have a great week.
Thanks for watching the Newsbeat. Make sure you like and share to spread the word about how awesome Crossroads is. See you next time.
I do that sometimes myself.
I don't know what else to say.
Let's try that again.
What was the next thing to say?
I don't know.
But they're so boring.
They're important.
But what if I almost had you had to give me a second, Sam.
Sorry. All right, we'll do one more.